today we are reacting to the evolution of Godzilla. So it's 1954 to 2019. I know I'm making this in 2026, but yeah, exactly. This comment says please remake this vid. We need that. Let's just see the video.
Since being awoken by atomic bombs,
Okay.
Godzilla has lit up the silver screen.
Fair enough.
But his looks seem to be ever-changing, starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and story.
Okay.
Anime. In his first ever appearance, Godzilla has small arms, big legs, and dorsal
This is
plates down his
1954.
spine. His pupils are tiny, and he has fangs and pointy ears. After attacking Japan,
1954 is not a bad design, guys. Stop hating on 1954.
he is disintegrated to bone.
That does happen.
Whoops, I mean Godzilla appears in Godzilla Raids Again. This monster is thinner.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Godzilla Raids Again is way thinner. Some of my friends say he's fine.
Arms, a smaller head, and larger pupils. When in close-ups, his teeth appear to be jutting out. Sadly,
Spoilers, he does fight Anguirus in Raids Again.
versus Godzilla, he busts free. He's now in color.
Yes, this is this color movie of Godzilla.
Yellow eyes, no ears, and no fangs.
Guys, okay. In this, he's always looked like a frog to me in this movie. Like, it's not, I see Godzilla, but like, come on, that looks like a frog.
He washed ashore in Mothra versus Godzilla. Now he's slimmer.
Mothra vs. Godzilla is a really cool design. I like those glowing eyebrows.
As his rampage continues, it's covered in silk and again drops into the sea. Caught in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, he's back.
For some reason, this
Now
King
with a
Ghidorah had a
slimmer
hair.
face and
I don't know
longer
why.
tongue. In this film on in the original series, Godzilla now defends
Where's the hair?
more evil monsters.
There's like hair on the back of his.
Astro monster, Godzilla is thinner. Dorsal plates have more definition.
This shoulder.
Shows off his new dance before briefly being put under Indian mind control. Emperor, horror of the deep, gives Godzilla less angry growls. He battles against a big lobster.
Guys, that kind of Godzilla. You know when he got hit by the boulder in that first show, that kind of looks dumb. Okay, I don't like this Godzilla design.
His nose is also stubbier and his eyes are bugged out.
Yeah, I don't like this Godzilla. That is not Godzilla. That's a mutated frog. That is a good design. I like that design.
Once free of their control, he turns on it. For the next
Guys,
his work remains consistent. First, he helps his son face off against a bull.
that's Gabra. Yeah, Gabra.
Moving on. Next, in Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, he opposes a pollution monster, and when curled up like a shrimp, he can now fly backwards. In Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla has gained the ability to speed, while his skin starts ripping during his triumphant
Yes, thanks,
battle.
Gigan.
He appears slimmer in Godzilla vs. Megalon, with a shorter neck, soft, bright dorsal
Yeah, I want to see the
fins,
drop kick.
and a round, pig-nosed face.
I want to see the drop
Boasts
kick.
a long-distance drop kick. This movie is mostly about a size-changing robot. So
But move,
let's
Jaja.
on. In the next two films, Godzilla has an angrier expression and
Oh,
more
this
detailed
is
muscle.
version of
He uses a
Godzilla. I like
magnetic
this
upgrade
film.
to protect an ancient god from Mechagodzilla. And in the sequel, faces him once more. But this timeline's Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years later, a reboot Godzilla
Yeah,
appears.
this
This
Godzilla
one's
looks
taller,
always a bit
has
odd
larger
to me.
dorsal
He looks
fins,
like a bulldog.
and his fangs and ears make a return. Although his reign is short-lived as he trips into a volcano, only to explode out in the sequel.
Okay, so, sorry guys.
More muscular build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary row of
Ooh,
teeth.
that looks
He
nice.
takes on a giant plant monster.
Yeah,
It's
violent
turned
thing.
into glitter.
I haven't watched
In
this movie
Godzilla
though,
vs.
but
King
I know
Ghidorah,
it's good.
his original form, the Godzillasaurus, was
This
taken out of the
is,
1940s.
his design in this movie is really nice, and the King Ghidorah's design in this movie
Been
is
exposed
peak.
to modern-day radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla. He fights Mecha King Ghidorah, and then gets dumped into the ocean. In Godzilla vs. Mothra, he's thinner. His dorsal plates are rearranged. His neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra, and once again is plunged into the ocean and locked in by Mothra's magical
Then he
power.
breaks free because he's just Godzilla and he's
in
goated.
Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, he's back. He has slimmed down shoulders and slimmer legs. He's also raising a blue-toned
I-
baby Godzilla.
his
This
baby
time
is
he's
so
defeated
small.
when his
Like,
butt brain is
Kappa.
destroyed, but he's easily revitalized just moments later. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla features the bulkier
Space
original
Godzilla is so
with less
cool.
detailing in the neck and larger eyes. Godzilla Jr., who is taller and chubbier
This
with
is
a
the
greener coat,
cutest baby
and a
Godzilla you'll
large
ever see.
flying blue crystallized space Godzilla, who gets obliterated. In this timeline's final film, Godzilla is glowing orange. His son now
Burning
looks more
Godzilla.
like a hunched version of his father. When the original Big G has a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new Godzilla ready for action.
Now
The
imagine you
series
saw
would
that.
be continually rebooted, dropping him altogether. The first American Godzilla
This
appears
is
as a large
Godzilla, bro.
continuous
This
product
Godzilla is
with
not very
dorsal
good.
spines
I
and
like the
hanging
design, but
back.
the movie is
This
straight
Godzilla
booty.
also has hundreds of tiny raptor-looking offspring. But this happy family is easily taken out by basic explosive.
This
Back
is
in
not what I call
Japan,
Godzilla.
in
This is
Godzilla
Zilla.
2000, he appears shorter, with green jagged skin, sharp purple
Now
spines, and a
this is what I'm
reptilian-looking
talking
face.
about.
While he's nearly swallowed whole, he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, in which he's lighter, with a longer neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into a black hole. In Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful World War II victims. He has smooth charcoal-colored skin,
This
white
is the
dorsal
scary
face, and a
Godzilla.
hunched neck. His face is less
Scary
lizard-like,
Godzilla,
with
dog.
pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind. The following reboot, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, re-adds the jagged design element and introduces a more wolf-like
This is
face.
Tokyo
In the
as
climax,
Godzilla.
he's
This
blasted
is
by a beam, adding a visible
Kiryu
scar
is
to
such
his
a big
chest
mouth
in the
Godzilla.
sequel, Tokyo SOS, in which he's covered in silk and again flown into the bottom of the sea. Godzilla Final Wars features a
Now
taller,
this is
smoother, and more
a very
slender
controversial
Godzilla
Godzilla
with longer
design.
ears and red eyes. This Godzilla fights against a multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98 Zilla. Then he and his hideous son head back to the ocean. In Shin Godzilla,
Hideous son is
he's first
crazy.
shown as a light-colored and armless creature, but quickly
Shin
evolves,
Godzilla's
growing tiny
final form
arms
is
and
so
becoming
cute.
more red with bloody accents. His massive main form is darker with a much longer tail that has a little face on the end. His jaw can unhinge and split apart, and he has a variety of handy new skills. He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from his tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent, ceasing his evolution. The anime trilogy depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla
Yeah,
with a
these guys are
trademark
big
texture.
chungus.
19,000 years later,
Big
he sports
chungus.
beard
No
like
hate guys,
spikes
no
and grows
hate.
to his largest
Not
on-screen
hating.
size,
Ooh,
easily
big
allowing him
chungus
to
right
become
here.
the ruler of Earth. Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American
This
Godzilla appears. This
is
titan has
legendary
jagged
Godzilla,
dorsal
but I'll show you my
spine,
favorite
elephant-like
form of
beak,
legendary
and
Godzilla.
noticeable gills. He comes out of hiding to stop two hideous star-crossed lovers. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters,
This is my
he's taller
favorite Godzilla.
and beefier. His lower half looks less stubby. His tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins
This
are
is
less
the
sharp
best
and
Godzilla
artfully
design.
glowing. Later,
I'm
he's given
technically the
extra
same as
radiation,
GVK.
and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and
Thermal.
power upgrade, helping him to retain his kingly crown. Thank you for watching, liking, and
Okay guys, if you want to see other videos like this, subscribe. And yeah, what was your favorite Godzilla design? Tell me in the comments, if YouTube lets me add comments. Bye.